Today, President Trump gave a speech calling for unity while appearing at the American Legion Conference in Reno, Nevada. Um, he previously had made some remarks, I believe, a short time ago, in regards to comments people were making about him. Basically, his comments prior to this were noted as being divisive, whereas his comments some hours ago at this Reno, Nevada appearance were seen as calling for unity, and he did call for unity in his comments. So, what's really funny about that is there's a few ways to interpret it. One is, oh, he's doing this because he genuinely wants everyone to come together around a common cause. But then you have to look at his record. I can't pull up any time in which he actually was recorded as saying, I want to have all the Democratic senators come to the White House or phone all of them and just talk together. The way I remember it is, we have a Republican majority. You guys only have, what, 2 or 3 votes that matter, so, it doesn't even, who cares about how you feel or what your concerns are. And again, I keep feeling compelled to do this. No fan of the Democrats either, am I. But it's important to note that it's contradictory of what he's done since being in office. And I'm giving him a lot of leeway here. I'm not going to talk about, oh, his rhetoric during the campaign trail was divisive, because everyone's used that already. That line is not valid anymore. What is valid is the concern that I have as a person who follows this regularly, to have someone in office who repeats much of the same patterns that we've seen from his direct and last 2 or 3 predecessors, whether it be the decision to continue to fund or rather have soldiers in the war, the Afghanistan conflict, have a healthcare bill that he's talking about getting rid of, and his own replacement can't pass. Talk about building a border wall, and that that still hasn't passed. There's a lot of ineffectiveness, and you have to understand much of it isn't due to a lack of unity. As he said when he put out the healthcare bill, who knew healthcare could be this complicated? It comes from a lack of just understanding of the basic fundamentals of going about making changes. And you don't need to be in government to know that certain things are more difficult than they might appear to the average person, or to a person who's not paying attention to this on a daily basis. What's even more amusing about the unity comment is that there are several instances in the past where he labeled Democrats as obstructionists who were trying to, just stampede everything he did. And while that is kind of true, you can't go around throwing names at them and then expect them to now come over because 2 or 3 months have passed and still nothing has happened. I truly believe the Democrats in both the House and the Senate are more than willing to just sit back and allow Obamacare to not get repealed up until the next presidential election. You might say that's crazy. There's another, 2 or 3 years. Well, yeah, but here's the thing. It was back in before he got in office where Trump talked about his first 100-day policy, and those 100 days ended in April. So to understand where that's kind of, not really connecting, you have to comprehend the idea that this is not getting done after a perceived deadline. Just all I'm saying is May, June, July, August. That's what 4 more months, and we still don't have this. So I'm fully convinced that this unity call was nothing more than wishful thinking and rhetoric. I want to see actions attached to it. Again, no fan of either parties, and I've said that so many times before. I'm almost getting just flashbacks in my head of every other instance where I've uttered that. So yeah, just you can't blame one party for this, because both are acting very terribly at the moment. And you also, Trump is not in the classical sense the enemy. He's an obstacle of change I'd like to see. But to say that he's the figurehead or the main guy or the one pulling the strings is absurd. This is a collaborative effort between members of both the Democratic and Republican Party who take money from their donors and other individuals in power to make sure certain things about the average well-to-do citizen do not get fixed for the better because they benefit off of it. Both parties.